Rank 1. The Halcon Street Lookout. A halcon is a hawk. You are the cartel's eyes. You stand on the same corner every day after school sometimes instead of school, and you watch. You watch for police vehicles, for unfamiliar cars, for strangers who move like they are looking for something. When you see something, you call a number. That is the entire job. You are paid 500 pesos a week, about $25. It is more money than you have ever held in your hands, and the man who recruited you is the most powerful person you know on a personal level. He wears gold. He drives a truck that costs more than every house on your block. You are not yet dangerous. You are just a child with a phone standing on a corner. Nobody looks twice at you. That is the point. What you do not fully understand at 13 is that you have just entered a system with no clean exit. The cartel does not recruit you, it installs you. And installations do not uninstall themselves. You make 500 pesos a week. You will want more. That is calculated. Rank 2. The Cobrador, Enforcer Apprentice. At 15, you stop watching and start collecting. The Cobrador collects weekly payments from businesses in the plaza, the tiendas, the mechanics, the restaurant owners, the taxi drivers. The payment is called piso floor money, the cost of operating on cartel ground. Most people pay without incident. Some need a reminder. You are the reminder. You do not carry a weapon yet. You carry the implication of one. Your job is to stand in a doorway, look at a man, and communicate without saying anything that could be recorded or repeated in court that the payment is not optional. Most people understand. A shop owner who doesn't pay 1 week usually pays double the next. A shop owner who doesn't pay 2 weeks in a row stops being a problem in ways that are handled above your rank. You make between 3,000 and 5,000 pesos a week now. You buy new shoes. You send money home, and you do not explain where it came from, and your mother does not ask, because she already knows, and she cannot afford to know. Rank 3. The Sicario Hitman. The first time someone else drives. You are in the passenger seat. There is a name, a location, a time. The man who gives you the order does not use words like kill. He says in Cargate, take care of it. He hands you a weapon that fits in your waistband and does not fit in your life. And you take it anyway because at 16, there is no version of you that says no to this man. The first time is loud and fast and nothing like you thought it would be. And afterward you sit in the back of a different car and stare at your hands for a long time, and someone gives you a drink and tells you that the feeling goes away. They are not entirely wrong. Within 6 months, you are reliable. Within a year, you are requested by name. A sicario who can be counted on earns between 10,000 and 20,000 pesos per work order, with bonuses for high-value targets. Your handler gives you a new phone every 2 weeks. You do not save contacts under real names. You do not take photographs. You do not talk about work to anyone outside of work. You are 17 years old, and you are making more money than doctors. Rank 4 Jefe de Sicarios, Hit Squad Commander. You now run a cell of 6 men. You plan the operation's surveillance, positioning, extraction routes, contingencies. You brief your team the way someone briefed you, except you are more thorough. Because you have seen what happens when someone is not thorough. Managing sicarios is not like managing employees. These are men who function under extreme stress, who have emotional histories that do not appear in any HR file, and who are capable of catastrophic violence on a moment's notice. Your job is to point that capacity in exactly the right direction, at exactly the right time, and to make sure none of it points back at you. You make between 80,000 and 150,000 pesos a month. You have a house now. You have a truck. You have a woman who is beautiful and afraid and loves you in the specific way people love things they know they cannot keep. You are 22 years old, and you have not slept without a weapon within arm's reach in 4 years. Rank 5 Plaza Boss, Territory Commander. A plaza is a city, a region, a corridor. Yours spans 3 municipalities in southern Sinaloa, and includes 2 major highway checkpoints used for moving product north. As Plaza Boss, you manage everything the sicarios. The halcones, the collections, the relationships with local police commanders, the bi-weekly payments up the chain, the discipline when someone in your plaza makes a mistake. You are simultaneously a military commander, a tax collector, a judge, and a logistics operator. The money is significant. Monthly income for a functioning plaza boss ranges from 500,000 pesos to several million, depending on the corridor's value. You see almost none of it in cash. Most moves through layers of business, property, and relatives' accounts. What changes at this rank is the exposure. You are now important enough to be a target. A rival cartel would gain territory by eliminating you. Your own organization would gain your plaza by replacing you. The federal government would gain a conviction. Everyone above you watches your performance. Everyone below you is positioned to take your place. You have not seen your children's school in 8 months because you rotate safe houses every 6 days. Rank 6, Regional Commander, Inner Circle. There are fewer than 20 people at this level inside the Sinaloa cartel at any given time. You oversee multiple plazas. You coordinate with the organization's legal infrastructure, the lawyers, the accountants, the politicians who have been on the payroll so long they have forgotten they ever had a choice. You move between Culiacan, Mexico City, and at least one address outside the country that does not appear on any document under your name. The cartel is not just a criminal organization at this level. It is a parallel government. It builds roads and villages the state ignores, funds quinceañeras and pays hospital bills and settles disputes between families. It has legitimacy in the places it operates, not legal legitimacy, but the other kind, which is older and harder to dismantle. You have been indicted by the United States Department of Justice. You have never been to the United States. The indictment exists in a file somewhere in Washington with your photograph and your aliases and a warrant that can never be served because you do not travel to places where it could be executed. You are 31 years old. You have survived 16 assassination attempts, 3 internal investigations, 2 government operations, and 4 regime changes within your own organization. You are the most dangerous version of the 13-year-old boy who once stood on a corner with a phone. The phone in your hand now connects to 47 people. Each one of them controls a city. All of them answer to you. Closing, the weight of it. Every rank in the Sinaloa cartel comes with a trade. At the bottom, you trade your childhood for money you don't yet know how to spend. In the middle, you trade your conscience for security you can never fully feel. At the top, you trade your freedom, your family, and eventually your life for power that is real and absolute and completely temporary. El Chapo ran the most powerful criminal organization in the world. He died in a supermax prison in Colorado, in a cell 2.7 meters wide, allowed 1 hour of recreation per day, with no human contact beyond his guards. It always was. The throne was real. The throne was also a trap.